The parable of the wheat and the tares. The kingdom of heaven may be compared to someone who sowed good seed in his field. But while everybody was asleep, an enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat and then went away. So when the plants came up and bore grain, and the weeds appeared as well. And the slaves of the householder came and said to him, "Master, did you not sow good seed in your field? Where then did those weeds come from?" He answered, "An enemy has done this." The slaves said to him, "Then do you want us to go and gather them?" But he replied, "No, for in gathering the weeds you would uproot the wheat along with them. Let both of them grow together until the harvest, and at harvest time I will tell the reapers, collect the weeds first and bind them in bundles to be burnt, but gather the wheat into my barn." Now, I've chosen this parable as I'm a keen gardener and spend a good deal of my time on my hands and knees digging up weeds and planting crops on our allotment and garden. In fact, this parable pops into my head most times when I'm busy weeding, as does the harvest hymn, "Come ye thankful people, come," which mentions the lines, "Wheat and tares together sown, until joy and sorrow grown." In very simplistic terms, I think the parable means that Jesus is the gardener who has planted wheat. That's us. The good wheat is those people who listen to their conscience and try to live a good life with a sound grounding, strong roots, and with a sense of good and evil. Those plants or people are nurtured and given every opportunity to grow strong and survive despite the weeds or temptations around them. It is very easy to be a tare or a wheat. These people have shallow roots and are weak and are easily blown this way or that, with no thought of anyone else and no sense of right or wrong. Come the day of judgment, or in a gardener's case, the top table at the vegetable show, those who have grown good roots and developed and led a decent life will hopefully enter the kingdom of heaven. The tares, who were shallow and weak, who had no thought for anyone else and didn't mind where they grew or who or what they ruined in their lives, or in my world, those people who pinch my rhubarb, will be cast into the fire or the compost heap where they will rot. Jesus, besides being a shepherd, a fisherman, teacher, storyteller, must also have been a gardener, as he mentions gardens, seeds, lilies, plants, vines, etc., many times in his teaching. Life is like a garden. Some days are good and some are bad, but there is certainly joy, peace and contentment to be found in a beautiful garden, as in life.